Hello, hello, and welcome back as I pretty much exhaust my supply of diesel in Perfidious. Pete plays XCOM, War of the Chosen, and we have added Philip Finger Finelli to the roster here, and that name isn't wholly accurate. He's only referred to in the film as Finger, and it's an uncredited role as that. But I'm all out. The tank is empty. We're at the bottom of our last barrel of crude oil. There will be no one else getting converted into Vin Diesels because I did some research and turns out Vin Diesel hasn't played that many characters. He's been in a lot of movies, but mostly he's been the same guy in a lot of those movies. Xander Cage a couple times, Dominic Toretto more times than anybody would care to count, with the exception of Michael Bay, and all he's counted is actually the number of zeros that keep getting added to his bank account. But Vin hasn't really, let's just say he doesn't have a whole lot of range when it comes to the roles that he takes. He's working steady, making good money, because every single one of those Fast and Furious movies is a $250 million cash cow, not of which Vin is getting not an insignificant chunk, but hey, you know what? Man's got to eat. If you're Vin Diesel, I mean, you probably got to eat quite a bit. You know how much protein he's got to take on to maintain his physique and muscle mass? I'm assuming quite a bit. Probably kills like 40 chickens a week. I digress. We're out of characters, and it occurs to me, like, we're not really going to be able to super effectively replace our losses, so we're going to have to start maybe playing a little more conservative and try to get through this campaign without anybody winding up in the old boneyard. Because we don't have any other corpses to unearth from the boneyard when Philip Finger Finelli is what we're down to, the guy who talked to Bruce Willis on the phone in The Fifth Element. That's it, man. We're running out.
Working at the Advent Clinic.
Working at the Advent Clinic, did people often just walk out of the room when you were trying to tell a story because they didn't want to listen to it like I just did, Dr. Tigan? You can say no, but I think we all know what the answer to the question is. You could be like, no, nobody ever did that. And we'll be like, really, Dr. Tiger? Really? Then he'll just hang his head and look sad and walk out of the room in silence because he knows that we know. That's how that conversation is going to go. We have resistance comms up. We don't have anybody staffing it, but that's okay. We don't actually really need anybody staffing it. Let's have somebody come down here and start digging at this alien machinery. And I think we only have... Oh, we have 2 shovels available. Bridget Wallace, Carrie Taylor. Welcome to Shovel Town. Get to work. I feel sorry for sending Bridget down here to shovel, but you know what? That's the way she'd want it. Last episode, when we had somebody who needed to start working on building resistance comms and we hired Bridget, she's just like, I'll do it, and showed up and flung herself at her work, and that's the can-do spirit that Perfidious Pete appreciates. So you know what? I feel a little bad about making her immediately go shovel, but I don't feel as bad as I probably should because she would want it this way. It's like if you died getting torn in half by the Incredible Hulk, you'd be like, you know what, I'm not really, like, well, okay, not maybe you necessarily, but me. If the way I got killed was getting torn in half by the Incredible Hulk, I wouldn't be too salty. I'd be like, you know what, that's a pretty good death. If I could have picked the way I wanted to go, torn in half by the Hulk, I would have been high on the list.
Interesting discoveries, Commander.
No, you didn't, Dr. Tigan. You made one discovery, and it's possibly as least, like, it's the least interesting it could possibly be.
Is to strike first, and we'll need to work on a covert action with the resistance in order to do that.
Are we not doing a covert action?
Commander, the lab is currently idle. We're wasting valuable time and resources.
We have a covert action in the works, Bradford and Tigan. Like, the only reason I'm not giving you research assignments is because Bradford interrupted me. Everything was going fine until you guys opened your mouths, and now it's... I really don't know what we want to do here. I guess we'll just decrypt another data pad. I really just want to get beyond this. We need to go skulljack a codex. The last mission we were on, though, we didn't have an Advent Trooper to get an opportunity to use the skulljack. You know, it's a man apart, Sean Vetter, and is anybody really gonna miss him? I don't think so. Jackie DeNorcio is back. Con Mon Mordana, we have discovered part of her location. That's fantastic. Gives us another order. Experimental grenade and heavy weapon projects completed instantly in the proving grounds. That order is not exceptionally good, but it's not terrible. We can at least use grenades. Promotions, though. Gather supplies. Reduce avatar project progress. I like. No promotion, though. You gotta be kidding me. We have like one promotion opportunity? We have one opportunity for that's it. One opportunity for a promotion, huh? Well then, I guess we'll start by reducing the Avatar project progress. Let's take... You know what, BFG? You should be a little sleepy still from your last mission. We're gonna send you out on this one. Moderate chance you get ambushed, huh? Do I trust these guys to be able to fight their way free of an ambush? Because I'm not sending anybody talented with you at all. In fact, I was thinking about sending Finger, but now I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, like Chris Varick is probably a little better. Our main crew here is very tired. We will allocate 25 supplies to negate the risk that one of these guys gets captured. You guys can go handle that. Everybody is so weary. Why y'all so tired, huh? I mean, we could field a team if we had to. It's just gonna be a very bad team. We're really kind of running on the thin razor's edge here with our lack of diesel fuel. Skull mining is now done. That's fantastic. We're gonna have to be very careful trying to skull mine because we can't really afford to have somebody getting injured by a failed skull mine. Battlefield medicine is great. Frost bomb is great. Dude, we actually don't need... We got projects queued here. I don't need to be here, guys. I already told you what to do. I gave you a list of tasks. Could you just execute the list, please? So there's our supply drop, and I think then maybe we just come over here and start making contact with New India? Or should we just... Yeah, Avatar project progress is really climbing. Maybe we go open a safety valve first. Did we not finish our radio relay? We didn't finish our radio relay. Let's go finish our radio relay. Then we'll swing down to Indonesia, Malaysia. It's like the Malay Peninsula. Yeah, we swing down to the Malaysia once we get this radio beacon built. I don't want to spend 150 supplies, though. Reduced our monthly income. Hardly care. We're not using all the income that we have now. Another data pad has been decrypted.
Friends in the resistance are paying a heavy...
How is this not instant?
Knowing that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces.
Well, I know of one member of the XCOM team who would have appreciated if you'd spend a little more time honing your skills on Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. For instance, me. Sinuses have never been the same since you pulled that chip out of the back of my head through the front of my face. Feels like maybe a little more practice would have served us both in good stead there, Dr. Tigan. You know, Tigan has scars on the back of his head. Why did he pull it out through my face? Is he so embarrassed of his scars that he's like, nah, you know what? It's better to destroy your sinuses, rip out the front of your head, and completely dislocate your oxomandibular structure so that you don't have to have like 4 sort of unsightly scars on the back of your head. You know what? I'd appreciated it much more if you'd just scarred me up a little. Dr. T. I could wear a hat. Maybe like a do-rag, something. I could just get a wig. Hell. There's definitely better ways to handle that. Also, you could just, you know, scars are chicks dig scars, Dr. Tigan. Maybe you just let them fly. Just put them out there. Be like, check out these scars, baby. She's like, ooh, how'd you get those? Alien chip in the back of my skull. Had a weird scientist guy who likes to diddle corpses, yank it out of the back of my head. Aren't I a badass? No anesthesia, no nothing. He raw-dogged me. Maybe that's a poor choice of phrase, though. Yeah, you know, the alien victory is imminent for certain values of imminent in that we have a project that's going to Shanghai that. Advent Trooper autopsy is finished. We picked up battle scanners. You know, battle scanners shockingly useful for us. Okay, just do Gauss weaponry. We don't need it. We don't care. It does nothing for us, but we got to get it out of the way. And I feel like then maybe we'll go do... How's the team looking here? Hold on a second. If we're going to go do a black site mission, I'd like to have a solid-ish team. Riddick, Calder Hunter, Dominic Toretto. We could have Taylor Reese. Jackie the Norcio and Shane Wolf. The pacifier himself.
From what I've heard, the resistance has already seen a boost.
Pacifier, can we give you your nickname yet, by the way?
Nope.
One more rank for you.
Leader just as much as we
I feel like
and now they'll be
we can actually make that
expecting
team
the
work.
elements where it hurts.
Let's go ahead and do it. Don't tell me about getting hit where it hurts, Bradford. I know a thing or two about getting hit and it hurts. Took a lot of nut shots growing up. Played a lot of sports. Let's just go do it. Advent Black Site. And maybe we can double dip on this one. We hit the Black Site, which will reduce it by 1. And possibly if we can skulljack an officer on the way in, kill ourselves a codex to boot just for funsies, get the double pip reduction. That would be lovely. Then our Avatar Project progress reduction also ticks.
We should have one of our soldiers equip it before they deploy.
I mean, I had one equip it last time, Bradford, and it didn't do us a whole hell of a lot of good, did it? So give me Richard B. Riddick. Give me Beardo. Beardo and Riddick back in action. Do we want to take Toretto? You know what? We kind of need him. Taylor Reese, you should be well rested and fresh. That's good. Caparzo's still a little sleepy. Jackie DeNorcio's ready to go in there and bust some kneecaps. And I guess we'll take the pacifier. Let's get our utility items available, get our weapons available, armor's available. Not that armor really matters much. So as our number 1 killer, Richard B. Riddick, we would like you to have not necessarily the best gun, but a good gun. Advanced repeater, advanced laser sight. I mean, I like repeater. You know what? I'm going to go advanced repeater, advanced laser sight for you. And hang on to that frag grenade. That's fine. We really got to get plasma grenades in the mix. Beardo, what do you got working here from a loadout perspective? Let's give you to scope the expanded magazine and a hair trigger. This frag grenade, let's keep that, and then we'll give you as an alternate piece of equipment a skulljack here. Beardo now sorted. Dominic Toretto, you should have the best gun already. And also, we got personal combat sims. You know what? Here. Yeah, take the... Do I want to give him mobility, or would I rather give him health? Now, you know what? I'd rather give him mobility. And speaking of mobility, if we've got... Yeah, let's go this way through the list, guys. That's good. Let's get it to all the shitty people first. Let's give our boy, Richard B. Riddick a little bit of speed as well. So, Toretto, you already have a really good gun, and I don't see any particular need to get rid of your grenade. We need somebody else. We need somebody who can carry a med kit. Well, the pacifier, I mean, he's a caretaker. That's his med kit to me. Here, you take this advanced scope and a hair trigger so we have one person we can sort of rely on to hit shots. Jackie DeNorcio, why don't you take out this stock and superior laser sight, which I like to call the kneecapper. And Wolf, take that med kit, and then we have, like, nothing left for you. Sorry, buddy. You get baseline equipment. Don't worry, though. I mean, it's just a small, average size, middle income family. I'm sure their children won't cause you all manner of grief and get you in all kinds of spirited hijinks and shenanigans. It's gonna be just a garden variety babysitting job, right? Like, you show up, take care of the kids for a couple days, and then boom, done. In and out. Easy peasy. Maybe you have to change a few diapers. That's like the worst part of it, right? Dinner time comes, do you try and cook and make a big mess? Nah, man, just order pizza, dog. They're not your kids. You don't care about their long-term nutritional benefits. You should just be feeding them like yoo-hoo and macaroni and cheese and shit. Stuff that's easy, unfuck-upable. DoorDash, man. They want McNuggets? Just get them delivered. Be like, whatever, kids. Here you go. Chicken nuggets. All day. Well, you know what? All weekend. Taking care of these kids. Just going to feed them a non-stop diet of nothing but chicken nuggets. You want nugs? We got nugs. You guys can do a 50-nug challenge if you want. I don't care. Not my kids. You got atherosclerosis and your arteries are clogged and you're having trouble walking up the stairs at the age of 6. You know what? That's your parents' problem. 6-year-old struggling to breathe, walking up the 15 stairs from the first to second floor of our mid-priced suburban home. Seems like a mommy and daddy problem to me. I'm the pacifier, though. I'm a talented and gifted Navy SEAL. Taylor Reese. Let's spread out a little, but not like super far. We don't want to do anything ridiculous. We do have the advantage of concealment. Let's take advantage of it. And this is a mission where it would have been, like, wise of us to have brought a battle scanner. I just said, you know what? A battle scanner could potentially be useful for us. And then what did I do? Ignored the fact that it could potentially be useful for us and didn't buy one or build one. No enemy spotted, huh? Interesting. I'm tempted to get super aggressive and just grapple to this rooftop, assuming we can make it. We can, but I don't like that position. You know what, Dom? Grapple over here. You still have no vision on the enemy, huh? That is definitely not what I would have expected. Yeah, that's exactly what I would have expected, though, to get fucked in the most magnificent way possible. Perfect. Well, let's see how these guys react.
Cleaned up the design, but these monsters are no better than the ones my father dealt with.
There's something else down there that had 8 health, so what's our actual pod? Looks like an Archon and a Sectoid. That's kind of a shit pod for us. We can take a shot at the Sectoid that almost certainly won't kill it. The Archon, we can't really shoot at all. In fact, I'm not even sure what tile he's in. Can we get a shot at him, maybe? Potentially, if we grapple to here, really all we need to be able to do is just see the bastard. Beardo, what do you got? You got line of sight on him? You do not. Is there a tile down here you can't stand in? Because if there is, well, that one's got a Sectoid in it. We know what's there. Where did that guy go? He is in this tile right here. So then, we could have Calder Hunter throw a grenade down here, which will hit him, but probably won't open up line of sight too terribly much. What else can we do from a grapple perspective? We gotta look for more grapple places. We gotta get closer.
A useful aid.
Again, we only have to kill one Archon and a Sectoid, and we've got like a number-ish of moves that we could possibly do this with. Where's my boy Riddick? Riddick, we gotta get you over here, buddy. Riddick has nowhere to grapple. Riddick's the one guy who can't grapple somewhere. The most important guy is the guy who can't... Of course he is. Why would he not be, Pete? What's wrong with you? It's Richard B. Riddick, our most talented killer. And he still can't see anyone. Fantastic. Well, we could have Beardo give a bonus action, or alternatively, I suppose we could give a bonus action to Beardo. Maybe that's the right move. Just come down here. We know this guy's in this tile, so this will be a flank shot. We come down here, have Beardo pop him once, then give him a bonus action, have Beardo pop him again. Oh, hello, Archon. So, get whiplashed. A 53% chance to hit at this range. Yeah, dramatically. Let's not ever talk about it, in fact. So that gave us 6. We're going to be able to get probably another 6 with the bonus action. Taylor Reese, can you just come down here and hit this guy? I'm overthinking this. You know what? We're fine. The bonus actions aren't going to be super relevant. We'll just come down here and shoot him a couple times, and then we'll be okay. We can just kill him. All we really need to do is just shoot him unless he dodges every single shot, which, considering the fact that he is an Archon, is not out of the question. I don't suppose you can grapple somewhere now, can you, Riddick? Now you have all kinds of grapple options. None of them are especially good options, but let's do this. Grapple here. Also, I'm just, I don't know, I'm throwing this out there, XCOM, but you still have not given me, telling me how important it is that I make sure and do the whole Skulljack thing, and you've still not come up with a Skulljackable opponent? I'm very concerned about a misclick with this grenade. That one was real wonky. Okay, Volatile Mix has put our Sectoid friend in the Hurt Locker. Say hi to Jeremy Renner for me while you're there, by the way. Tell him I missed him in the new Avengers movie. I was really looking forward to a little Hawkeye action, and I was Sad to see that he wasn't there. Also, for some reason now, you who formerly had a shot at that sectoid a second ago now no longer have a shot at that sectoid. I would love to know the rationale behind that. Actually, I lie. I mean, there is no rationale behind it. Just the game's kind of broken sometimes. So, Denorcio, are we going to be able to get anything out of you? Like, if we grapple up here, wherever you grapple to, you have to have a shot from there, or it's not helpful. Can you see anything from this tile? I can't preview that tile because I can't stand in it, and the answer is almost certainly no. So, Shane Wolf might be the last man to go, and he also has nowhere to go. This is not good. Toretto could kill the sectoid with a... You know what? Like, can you throw a grenade down there? In theory, the answer is yes, but... These tiles are real wonky. Well, Dom got the sectoid and the volatile mix did some work, but how are we supposed to get the rest of that Archon? Even with grapples, we got nothing. We got nobody who can give us anything. Anybody got a bonus action to play with? Nope. I mean, we have literally nothing here. Perfect. We were just talking about how we needed to keep people from getting injured, and then what do? Go and let a bunch of people get injured. This is fantastic play, Pete. Well done, son. And here's our chosen. Of course there is. Assassin? Worst possible case scenario, then. So, kinetic planing, you're still immune to melee damage. Low profile, you get decreased, yeah, whatever. Your adversary is skirmishers, which is all we care about. You're still vulnerability to shell shock, too, so I'm glad we threw all those grenades.
Heads up out there. It's the Elder's assassin, and she's moving into
I don't suppose we're going to get a reaction shot here? Nope. We are going to get fucking socked in the gut, though. I thought we had one more action. Well, Taylor, knock around guy Reese. Living up to your name, I guess. I love the fact that we found an Archon, by the way, on this mission. It seems maybe a little early to find an Archon. Who's got our med kit? The pacifier has our med kit. Well, pacifier Shane Wolf, come up here because you're going to be healing our boy. You know, I was trying to get Dominic Toretto out of a bit of a sticky situation on the rooftop here with this fire.
Your kind betrayer. Fight and die with honor, or simply die.
I'm going to go with, like, neither of those options, because fight and die with honor, while it sounds better than merely die, is still, I think, super suboptimal. Is there a third option on the menu?
I must run.
Because if there's not, I'd like to speak to the chef. I feel like selection here is... my Yelp review is going to be just scathing. So can we only interrupt... We can only use the interrupt ability once per mission. The turn we expect to encounter the assassin is the turn that we should use that ability. Also, everybody should be in a tight little wad.
I will go.
Beardo? Overwatch? Not that Overwatch is going to be super useful for us here. Shane Wolf, my boy. The pacifier. Heal up the knockaround guy. We just want him to be healthy enough that he can't get killed if the assassin chooses to single him out for elimination, because she's almost certain to do that. Guys, could you stop, like, with the windows? I'm trying to play here, and you guys keep interrupting me by just leaping through every plate glass window you can find. I know it makes for a really dramatic move, and it looks cool on camera, but in reality, it's just, like, super dangerous and kind of stupid. Jackie Denorcio, we want you over here. Where's my boy Riddick? Riddick, I want you coming over and protecting our wounded trooper here. You gotta watch out for him. Technically, you're watching out for yourself, because he is you. Comes the Chosen. Should we have interrupted this turn? We should have interrupted this turn. Or maybe not. So, can we go step on the Chosen, perhaps? Oh, that'd be lovely. What do we got here? Cutscene? Still no chosen, huh? Maybe a little dialogue or voiceover work there for that cutscene? You guys want to up the production value a tiny bit? No? Alright. Again, everybody stay in a blob. Where's my boy, Shane Wolf? Alright, Wolf. I want you right in the middle of the shit. Toretto, surround our boy. Beardo, you're on Overwatch. Again, not that this Overwatch is especially useful. Norcio, Overwatch. Okay, Riddick. We're gonna have you come to here. Then we're gonna have you use your interrupt ability. And Shane Wolf is gonna Overwatch. And you're gonna Overwatch. The assassins should be making their play this turn. They should spring forth to attack. This should be the moment. Yep. Okay. We lost our Overwatch, but that's okay. Now we're gonna bending read. Yeah, everybody point and laugh. There she is. Did you see that pathetic attack? You know, talk to me in a minute when you're not getting the shit kicked out of you. Wow, okay, so summoning 2 Advent Troopers right on top of us is supremely inconvenient, and a really effective way to avoid our Overwatch. Denorcio. Got him with the Retribution. It finally hit something, that's nice, and she can't connect it with the Lost. And the game may have just bugged out because of the interrupt ability. Nope. Speaking of the interrupt ability, why didn't I get to use it? I did get to use it. Okay, Riddick, all we really want you to do is just tail this chick. Don't let her get away. Just keep an eye on her. You know, soldier down. Do you think maybe you're overreacting just a tiny bit? Here. Pacifier. You got him. Take care of our boy. There, see, he's fucking fine now. Perfectly fine.
You've come for your friend. An honorable, if not foolish decision.
In the meantime, why don't you say goodbye to your... Oh, that's probably going to blow up the forklift. You know what? Worth it. There we go. Shell-shocked. She takes bonus damage from melee attacks. Can we get a shot here? We cannot. Dominic Toretto. She's immune to melee damage, so standing next to her is pointless, but we can get good work by just, you know, probably whiplashing you. Why is she so difficult to hit with a whiplash from what is effectively fucking point-blank range here? You know what, Riddick? That also works. Nobody fucks with Richard B. Riddick. You come into Riddick's house, Riddick gonna gut you like a fish. Cut her throat.
At one time, it would have been unthinkable that I might ever fall in battle.
Really? It's like the 3rd time, though, so how long ago were you... how long did it take you to disabuse yourself of that notion?
We may not have put them down for good, but at the very least, we've held off the Chosen for another day.
Bradford, you sound so defeatist when you talk like that, though. So we're gonna grab... Oh, good, it was an auto. I'm super stoked about having salvaged that. Everybody else move up. Just take whatever action you can find. Whatever seems useful. Taylor Reese probably be reload. Hey, Pete, don't be picking on my boy over there. He's having a rough day of it, you know? Chick come flying out of nowhere, stabbing him in the kidney like that. That's, you know, that's gonna take a toll on any man. Just, you know, maybe take it easy on him a little bit, huh? Maybe ease up on the amount of protection money you gotta pay this month. Maybe this month, Don Pete, you just kind of give him a pass. What do you say? Nobody gets a pass. Everybody kicks up. That's the way this organization works. You pay. You pay upstream. That's how it goes. You gotta pay to me. I gotta pay to my boss. My boss pays to the big boss. That's how this organization works, Jackie. You don't want to pay? Maybe you find yourself in a dumpster somewhere without a head. Also, maybe we'll just go ahead and wrap this episode up because it seems like we still got quite a bit of work to do. Chosen is down, probably the hardest rows to hoe are over, but we're going to try and have a little fun here at the end of the mission because we love farming. I'd like to get maybe a couple promotions out of this one, so we'll do that next episode. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see whether Jackie DiNorsio wakes up in a dumpster without a head, or maybe wearing a pair of cement shoes, might consider subscribing as well. Alternatively, he could just pay me what he owes me. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. You better have my money.